Shalom, this is GMS Untitled Chapter coming back with the lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakadash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, and spreading this word, the sincerity, and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Gone. So, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about the word meditate. So you can see this as a word of the day, going into the word meditate, okay? Because the scriptures speak about meditation, man. The scriptures speak about go and meditate on this, that, and the third. So, according to the world, meditation or to meditate means to have your legs crossed, opening your mind, and get ultimate rest. But according to the scriptures, that's not what meditation is. And really, when you go into the root of the word, you're going to see that it has nothing to do with sitting down and making your mind empty. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. It's to meditate really is to deep thinkly upon something. Okay? So, once again, you see how they change the meaning of things and how they grab certain words and corrupt it. Just like what they did with the rainbow. Okay, just like what they did with many other things. They corrupt the things upon the earth. Also the language. So now, in the scriptures, throughout the scriptures, you see a lot of times, actually 14 times, like it says, meditate occurs 14 times in the KJV. Okay, but I can type in meditation or meditating, and you also have the apocrypha. So I'm sure it's more times, or when I put meditates, he meditates, whatever. If I change it a little bit, it's gonna occur more times, I'm sure. So here we have 14 times. And we're just gonna go over it briefly, and then really we're gonna go into what this word really means and what that means for you in this truth, because the scriptures say you gotta meditate. Okay, so this is Genesis 24:63. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. So this was previous to Isaac marrying Rebecca, man. Now, he knew that she was going to come. Okay? So he was meditating upon how his life was going to change, right? He went outside. He was thinking. Because really, that's what it is. Okay? Now, here in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Meaning, everything in your life is gonna evolve around the law, to stay in the right path, man, to stay in the right lane. Okay, we have to stay in the right lane continually if we walk in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, continually try to stay. Try to stay in the right lane, man, continually. So it says, thou shalt this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mightest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Okay, so again, you shall meditate therein day and night. Doesn't mean to open up your mind, because really that type of meditation goes into channeling, man. And channeling is basically you open yourself up for demons to receive certain information from demons. You open up your mind, man, instead of having a closed mind and have thoughts going back and forth in it. Okay, with this type of Hindu meditation or wherever the meditation comes from. I'm gonna look it up, y'all, today, where this meditation comes from. But with that type of meditation, you control your breathing, which is a good thing. It's a good thing to practice your breathing, because through the breathing of the body, you also find rest. I did the lesson on mindfulness. Okay, that's another thing. You have the modern day mindfulness, but you have mindfulness concerning the truth, man. Mindfulness concerning, that applies to the truth. And controlling your breathing is part of it, man. We often are under a great amounts of stress. Okay, we often are under great amounts of stress, and within this stress, we tend to stop breathing correctly. So what happens when you stop breathing correctly? You get anxious. Okay, your heart starts pumping more blood because lack of oxygen. You see, and when you lack oxygen and your heart starts pumping blood, you're gonna have an even more difficult time breathing. Okay, so you always want to check your breathing. So that's what they do within this other type of meditation, wherein they have their legs crossed and they sit, eyes closed, control their breathing. But while they control their breathing, they are emptying their mind. Okay, and that's not something that meditation goes into, emptying your mind. So before I go on with these scriptures, I have the word meditate right here. Okay, from the etym online, which is the etymology, which is the root of the word, study of the root of the word. The word here, meditate, it says to ponder, think abstractly, engage in mental contemplation, intransitive. Okay, probably back for formation from meditation, or else from Latin meditatus, past principle of meditari, to meditate, think over, reflect, consider. So what do you already see in this, in the meaning of this word? That it goes into meditating heavy upon something, man. It speaks about, going deep into a certain topic with yourself. Okay? Nobody else involves in it. Okay? Nobody else involves in the thought process of your mind at that moment. Okay? It's you and your thoughts that are linked unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For example, in Joshua, it speaks about to meditate upon the law. Okay? Day and night. The Shabbat, when you do groceries, you look at the ingredients. Okay? When you deal with people around you, you check yourself. Okay? That's also in the law. Okay? And next to the law, we have certain commandments. Okay? Be angry but sin not. Resist the devil, he shall flee from thee. These are all kinds of things that we gotta apply unto our life. So we have to meditate upon it. We have to ponder upon it. We have to contemplate. Okay, because it says the word contemplate right there. So it says think over, reflect, consider. Frequentive from Pyrud met to take appropriate measures. Okay, as to plan the mind, also to employ the mind in thought of contemplation, especially in a religious way, meditating. So that's the hammer on the nail, man. Okay, contemplating, making your mind go to contemplation, especially in a religious way. Okay, and we are bound unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The word religion goes into being bound. We are bound unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, not in the type of religion that Esau pushes or Ishmael pushes. No, We are bound unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai through the truth, which the truth is being given unto us by the Heavenly Father and His Son through the Spirit, which the Spirit is the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Okay? Now the word contemplation. Okay, it says, wow, contemplate. I was already thinking, like, why the hell did it leave? Okay, the word contemplate, to look at attentively and thoughtfully. Okay? To consider carefully and at length, meditate or on or ponder. We're also gonna look this up. To have in mind, as in intention or possibility. To ponder, meditate. It says to think about intently and at length, consider calmly. Okay? But you are considering things, you are pondering upon things, you are contemplating about certain things, which, as you see, it's a good thing to think long upon a certain topic, man. To let your mind go wild concerning certain topics that maybe have to be addressed, or that you couldn't really find a good answer to because you was too busy. Now you have the time to sit down, or when you have the time to sit down, you're gonna sit down, relax, and think upon it, because it says to consider calmly. So you need to be in a calm environment in order to meditate good upon this topic, man. Like I said, it's you and your thought process linked unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai, this truth. So you don't need no other influences from outside or distractions from outside. That's why it's very good to go into a fast, to not eat and not drink for 24 hours, sundown to sundown, or 48 hours or 72 hours, what you want. It's very good to meditate while fasting, because your mind is able to tap into the spiritual things rather than the carnal things. Okay, what do we do when we fast? We weaken the flesh, so the spirit is automatically stronger, man. How is the spirit stronger? Just because you weaken one. Let's say the spirit, your spirit, and your flesh is evenly strong, but you weaken your flesh, your spirit is automatically stronger, man. You see? So it says to contemplate, but also to ponder upon something, right? Yeah. It says to ponder upon something, right? Ponders, to think about something with thoroughness and care, to reflect or consider with thoroughness and care. It's like, yeah, if I messed that word up. So you see? So now we go back to the scriptures, and one of the most important scriptures concerning meditation is Psalms 1 and 2. Okay? Psalms 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. You see that? So when you are a man that meditates, that thinks deeply, that contemplates, that considers calmly about things concerning this truth, you're gonna know what to do, man, because the spirit is gonna sup with you. You're gonna see the right things, you're gonna do the right things, you're gonna be prosperous in your way, which the prosperity gonna come in the kingdom, and a little bit here, the Most High gonna give you some stability if you do your things right, if you order your things right, while giving the Lord His sacrifice. Okay, that is always a necessary thing, to give the Lord His sacrifice. Okay, Scripture says, "Be good unto thyself." Grab it real quick. This is Sirach chapter 14 verse 11. "My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself, and give the Lord His due offering." You see? So when you meditate upon the law day and night, you are going to think deeply upon this truth, man. Factors in this truth. You're going to think deeply upon it. You're going to meditate heavy upon it. While you're busy with fixing yourself up, you always make sure that you give the Lord His due offering. Okay? Because we cannot please the Most High enough, man. The Most High is worthy of extreme praise that we cannot even get to. Okay? Now, like I said, this is one of the important scriptures, most important scriptures that speak about meditation. You know, because it shows you the progress that you're going to get in this truth. Okay? You're going to be like a tree planted close to the waters, which a tree planted close to the water never has to worry about, you know, getting dried up or whatever. It's funny because I went by my mother a few weeks ago, and every time I think about a tree planted close to the water, I think about the tree that I used to climb into when I was young, close to the water, man. It's close to this creek, and it's this tree was there forever. Now, the last time I was at my mom's, I went to check whether the tree was still there, and it was gone. Okay, now Esau is that fella, okay, that cuts down trees for no freaking reason. So the tree was gone, man. Anyway, that tree never had to worry about anything, man, really, because it was being fed. Now, when you meditate, when you do your job, when you focus deeply upon spiritual things, the Most High is gonna help you, man. The Most High is gonna guide you. The Most High is gonna provide for you in a good way, man. Only goodness is gonna come your way. Okay? Don't expect to be top dog in this society and have a lot of riches, a lot of bitches, because that's not what it's talking about, man. The Most High is gonna grant you stability. The Most High is gonna grant you peace of mind throughout afflictions, because it doesn't mean that the afflictions will disappear neither. The Most High is gonna give you mental stability. Okay? The Most High ain't gonna give you no easy life. The Most High is gonna give you the strength to deal with a heavy one, man. That's what the Most High is gonna do. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, Bashmo Takadash. Shalom to the elect.